We've talked about the churn, and that's this continual need to bring in new customers as well as continue to engage the ones you already have. And you're going to lose some along the way. What it comes down to is known touch customers take a lot fewer touches than new customers do. And so in terms of engaging them, you want to look at your hierarchy of effects, meaning you look through the funnel and see where am I losing people. You want to focus on engagement, make contact, and again, this comes down to touch points. And some examples are, for example, in the early days of LinkedIn, they kept their focus on their top 1, 5, and 10% customers. Why? Those are your influencers. So those are the people who reach out to a lot of people. In terms of coming up with your own scoring system, typically what they look at is RFM, recency, frequency, and monetary. How recent have they been there? How often do they interact? And how much are they spending? And granted, your situations can change, but you still use predictive analysis to try to figure out what they do. And the reason why it actually works is because they're based on behavior. And behaviors don't change a lot over time. They change very slowly. And so here are some of the variables you look at. What are their decision cycles, their order sizes, who's involved. And so the kind of engagements you want to, are you going to upsell? Are you going to cross-sell? Are you going to next sell, which is the new product? And do you have irrelevant interactions? And what irrelevant actions are, you come into contact and they don't buy anything, but they walk away with a favorable enough impression of you that when they go out and talk to somebody else, they'll talk you up. Or do you downsell, meaning sell the cheaper product? And so these are the kind of customer types that you run into, from your enthusiasts to those who are docile and disengaged, naturally enthusiasts, newbies, and mainstream, most interaction. What it comes down to is you want frequency of interaction. The activity, you would rather have more activity in smaller amounts of money than infrequent activity in a larger sum of money. And so part of the reason why email is such an effective tool for engagement is that people don't take themselves off of email lists. And so you always have a contact. And so you can actually chart out how much you're spending and what's enough email and what's not enough. So too few emails, you don't have enough contact. Too many emails, you start to annoy them, so it's somewhere in the middle. In terms of re-engaging, people who go to the sideline, this is why they have retargeting today. And so some of the identifiers are how often does your email pop up, your cookies and your cards, and what are you abandoning. What it comes down for websites is 96% of the people leave without buying anything. 12 times more people abandon browsing than carts, and so that's why you follow up. Some of the re-engagement outcomes is that you want shares, you want the viral effect, retweets, clicks, and reviews. And so you have 4 types of long-term customers, and these are the types, and so these are the people that you count on for your business. And so in order to retain them, you need timely communication. You need to build up loyalty programs. You want to reward behaviors other than monetary, like for referrals or mentions. Coke Rewards is a program. It gives you points where you can go buy stuff. And so if you give them access to your social media accounts, which is access to your database, in effect what you're really doing is selling your contact list. And so they give you points for access to your social media. The thing about discounts is you have to be careful about that. You give too many, that's all they're going to expect, and it's the only reason why they'll ever buy for you. So you've pretty much cut down the margins, and your customers value other things like shipping and time. Here are some techniques and as well as variables that you look at. in terms of data integration, predictive intelligence, and campaign automation. These are the things that you look for. And you need to have continuous campaigns. And so scaling can be limited by any part of your enterprise, whether it's human resources, manufacturing. And so execution becomes the key. How quickly can you do it? Do you have the right people in place? And now you're pretty much building up a big enterprise where you need supply chain management, quality control, and all of those kind of factors.